When I was invited recently to share my favorite part of Foothills culture, I knew I wanted to say something about the way we work in small groups together. I've never experienced anything like it, and it's been profoundly transformative to me. I've had a lifelong aversion to group work that I would never have guessed could be shifted. But in recent years, as I've gotten more and more involved in small group activities here at Foothills, that aversion has completely fallen away from me. I appreciate and see a deeper purpose in group work than was ever apparent to me before, because of the way it's consciously constructed and tended to here. In each of the small groups that I've been involved with, we took the time to develop covenants together, and we checked in periodically on how we were living into them. And we worked directly with ministers and staff and longtime lay leaders who understood and created the conditions for being in safe and mindful relationship with each other. They were also skilled at observing and redirecting group dynamics whenever it was needed. Foothills has a formal covenant of right relations that states, "We covenant to build a religious community guided by love and sustained by respectful relationships which work toward the greater and common good." Believing that building healthy relationships is a spiritual practice, we aim to listen appreciatively, speak with care, express gratitude, honor and value our differences, and assume good intentions. We will communicate directly, honestly, and compassionately, particularly when we are in conflict, and we will not expect to always get our own way. When we feel hurt or when we hurt others, we will try to forgive, make amends, and connect in a spirit of love. In celebration of the common purpose that unites us, we will do our best to abide by this covenant. In addition to this global covenant of right relations, each small group agrees upon a behavioral covenant specific to the work that we're engaging in. These covenants are brainstormed together and revisited periodically. They consist of mutually agreed upon rules of engagement that set healthy boundaries, encourage honest and compassionate communication, and create clearly stated expectations. I've learned a huge amount about how I was conditioned to interact with other people through these small group experiences. I notice when I'm resistant, and I get curious about why now. I notice when I want to talk too fast, when I'm pulling back, when I'm longing to lean in. I notice when I've made a mistake, and I name and let go of the urge to bunker into defensiveness. Instead, I give myself the grace of naming my good intentions or the wounding that got inadvertently touched. And I give myself the grace of remembering that I can apologize and start again in any moment. And I know now, through my experience in these small groups, that I can truly trust that I will be held in this gift of covenant of mindful relationships that we offer each other again and again. We light our chalice for the power and promises of covenant and the ways we need not think alike to love alike. Will you join me in affirming our covenant, the promise that our congregation has been making to ourselves and to each other since our founding in 1898, which begins with the word love. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.